If you're tired of not having a sidewalk on your street, you may be able to take matters into your own hands soon enough. The Athens-Clarke County Board of Commissioners will vote tonight on a policy that would allow homeowners to tax themselves to build a sidewalk in their neighborhood. Reporter Rayleigh Rozier tells us more about the Voluntary Sidewalk Assessment District's proposal.
It's called Voluntary Sidewalk Assessment Districts, and its purpose is to keep you from waiting on this list. Now, this is the long list of sidewalk projects in Clarke County for the next 2 years, about 6 pages worth. Currently, only about a mile of this list is completed each year, which doesn't even cover these first 3 items. So it makes sense that commissioners are seeking out alternative solutions. If you don't want to be stuck waiting on the list, the Voluntary Sidewalk Assessment Districts would let you and your neighbors pay instead of the government. But some of the residents who this proposal was designed for say it isn't fair to use private funding for public projects.
This is not the solution that we want to come out of the 1282 Prince Avenue development.
Jennifer Rice lives on Yonah Avenue, one of many Athens streets without a full sidewalk. A new medical complex is coming to the area soon, ramping up traffic, but the street is not on the list to receive a sidewalk. Still, Rice says she wouldn't feel right paying out of pocket to get her neighborhood to the front of the line.
This particular policy became so important to me because of the way that it would sort of prioritize people who have the ability then to get those sidewalks, who probably also have transportation choices.
The Voluntary Sidewalk Assessment District's policy would allow homeowners to raise funds themselves to pay for a sidewalk rather than waiting on the government list. If 65% of residents agree and the mayor and commissioners approve, the neighborhood could tax themselves over 3 years to fund the project, or simply pay a lump sum. The proposal was actually inspired by Yonah Avenue, according to Mayor Nancy Denson. She wanted to make clear that the policy would be a separate supplement to need-based projects and would not affect them. Denson says she just wants to allow homeowners to take matters into their own hands rather than waiting for years.
So this is just, I think, a very sad state of affairs that so many things in our neighborhood are being addressed this way, that it's the haves and the have-nots, and let's find a way to make this happen.
Rice says she is fine with the policy being passed as long as it does not become the primary procedure used to build sidewalks.
It's great. It's great that we're doing this policy. I think it's great that the mayor has proposed this. It shows that she does care and she sees the impacts, but this tool isn't enough. And so that's why it became very concerning to me.
A lot of things still remain unclear in terms of staffing for Voluntary Sidewalk Assessment District projects, but if the policy is approved, the agenda says the terms of its implementation will be finalized at a later date. Rayleigh Rozier, Grady News Source.
This is just one of the items to be voted on at tonight's Board of Commissioners meeting. The full agenda is posted on the Athens-Clarke County website. The meeting is at 7 p.m. at City Hall.